Good morning, everyone. Welcome to campus training for insurers, self-insurers, and third-party administrators. Today's topic is an overview of what to do in the campus system. I am Denise Holmes, and I am a Compliance Services Officer in the Compliance Records and Training Department at the Minnesota Department of Labor and Industry. So you can see here that our agenda for today starts off with a summary of what this change to the campus system means for you. We will then show you the location on a reference guide where to find helpful definitions of some acronyms and commonly used terms in the campus system that you can refer back to later as needed. We will do a demonstration overview, refreshing you on the campus dashboard, and point out again where and how you can submit documents into WorkComp Campus and how to respond to requests for information inquiries. And lastly, at the end of this presentation, I will be going over some additional reference materials, links, tips, and helpful resources. So what does this change to the campus system mean for you? Some of the changes will include a shift from the current paper-based handling over to an electronic data-driven system. You'll have the ability to upload and download documents in campus. You will be electronically receiving and responding to requests from DLI. And you'll notice that it has other tools, including a benefit calculation function so that it more accurately reflects the benefits that have been paid. And so one of the things later on in the presentation that I will show you a link where to find it will be this, this guide, which goes along with today's demonstration, today's presentation. And if you'll see on the second page, that has the definitions with the acronyms and some common terms that you'll note throughout the campus system. The campus dashboard is the starting point for users to be able to navigate and perform all necessary job functions. Campus includes two dashboards, one for general users such as insurers, self-insurers, third-party administrators, so the claims handlers. And then the other dashboard version is specific to trading partners only. Both dashboard types provide built-in tools and features to enable easy sorting. They allow management of tasks, work queues, and notifications. So now I'm going to switch over to the campus software system next, and we can begin the demonstration. So what you'll see here is your campus dashboard. This is the home page that you'll see when you log in the mornings. It always starts off on this page, this home page. And so kind of think of this dashboard as your home page or your table of contents. And whatever screen you are at within a claim, you know, if you take the links and move on to other pages, whatever screen you're in, if you decide you want to go back to this home page, you can always just click this left Minnesota Dolly button, the logo image, and that will return you at any time to this dashboard homepage. So this navy toolbar at the top always has the homepage link. It has the Submit a Filing button with the drop-down menu. And you can see here under the drop-down menu, there are various filings that you're able to submit, including object to penalty. And if you object to penalty, you'll want to remember to write down the penalty number from the penalty document You get a link through your email telling you there's a notice of penalty. That's when you view it, write down the penalty number, and then you'd come in right here. And this is one way to file an objection to the penalty if you disagree. You can see other things you can do here would be responding to a request for information. So you can either do that here from the campus homepage. You just want to have your PIN number ready to put in. Otherwise, you can link into the response via the email notification you get that there's a request for information. In that email that you receive, if you are the designated person that receives such correspondence at your company, that will come into your email. You'd click link there, and it would automatically fill in the PIN for you if you get in through your email notification. But if you don't want to go in through your email, you can certainly go in here through the campus homepage. Just be sure that you have your PIN to add. Also on this navy toolbar at the top is the bell icon. And this would indicate how many notifications you have. Right now I have none. This right here is your username. So in this demonstration today, we're pretending that I'm Melissa Claim Admin. That's who I am. I'm the claims adjuster. The other thing is under your username, you'll see that there's a drop-down option. And when it expands, you can edit the profile. That'd be your profile, how you're set up in campus. You can look at my groups and see what permissions you've been given, what permissions you've been assigned by your company's group administrator. And this is where you would log out at the end of the day when you're done using the campus system. You want to be sure that you always log out. And so this bell function here, the notification icon, down here is where you'd see the actual notifications listed if you had need to view. Okay, so at the top section of the campus dashboard homepage, you'll see the My Overview section. And here's where you see what's applicable to your work in the system. So it'll show you the number of open active claims, upcoming events, and new documents to be reviewed. So you can see here in our demonstration that I, claims handler Melissa Claim Admin, have 13 open and active claims in the campus system currently. Those 13 open claims are listed below in the next section. This is the My Queues section. You can see all 13 of them are showing here. I've got 10 showing per page. If you have more claims than that, which you likely will, you just pick this option at the bottom and you can increase how many that you see in a page. So now I can see all 13 at once. In this My Queues tab down here, you will see the section, My Queues section, you'll see the My Claims tab. And that tells you the campus file number, the employee's name, the employer, the date of injury, and the current status of the claim, which is open. I'd also point out that if you need to see an inactive claim that's not showing up here, you'd want to click in this Include Active box, and it would load inactive claims as well, in addition to these 13 active. If you have quite a long list, here for our example, I have 13 claims, but if you have a lot of them, multiple pages, you can always narrow down and search for what you're looking for using this filter icon. And then you would just pick the column that you want to sort by and go by the employee's last name, campus file number, the employer name, the claim admin, date of injury, or status. So another tab under the My Queues section is My Disputes. So what you'd see here is if there were any disputes, active disputes on your claims. And it would give the dispute ID, the dispute type. You'll see that here is the My Forms tab. And this would be any forms that you have on the 13 open claims. So again here, you can see that there is a filing on Muriel Finster's claim. There's a file on Ashley Spinelli's claim. So if you want to sort by to find only the forms associated with Muriel Finster's claims, you click on this filter button and we could pick associated to, and then we could pick the associations for Muriel Finster. And then just Muriel Finster's forms would come up for us to look at. It would filter out Ashley Spinelli's, Gretchen Grunler's claims. We would just see the forms associated to the Muriel Finster claim. Just a reminder, at the bottom of the campus homepage, and actually no matter what page you're in the campus system, at the bottom when you're working on a claim, if you've got a question about the campus system, give a call at the phone number listed at the bottom. Option 3 is the help desk. The other thing I wanted to show you on this main campus homepage is the calendar. And so you can see here I have it set to show monthly. I can switch between months using those buttons. I can open the calendar to see further details. You can see it loads additional event information. I can have it in the month mode. I can change it over to the weekly mode. You can click between months up here as well. And then the other thing I want to show you is if you prefer to look at your calendar in more of a task list, a task to-do list, you can just click this list icon and it'll show it that way instead. So whatever's your preference, you can just set it as that. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is the claims details page. So that has the overview of the claim. So let's say we know that the claim we're interested in working on is Practice Parish's claim. So I'd click the campus file ID number, click this claim number hyperlink, and then you can see the green bars going left to right. That means that it's loading the details. Okay. So now we're on the claims details page for Practice Parish. That's the employee's name, injury date. You can see that the status is open. And so you can see the employer, the insurer's name, part of the body injured. So up here is a small summary, a brief summary of the claim at quick glance. Now, you may need to look at further details and drill down to further details on the claim. Then, if you'll recall, there's this section here of expandable data fields. And so if you click in Claim Overview, the drop-down menu, that'll show some further information. So this employee received indemnity benefits. It's green with a check mark. Those benefits were suspended. And this is showing me that the employee has returned to work. So let's say I want to know what date did the employee return to work. I can find that under the Return to Work data field. hit the drop-down menu. Oh, and it's showing me that the initial return to work date was 4/13 of 2020 with no restrictions. As you can see, the data fields include claim overview, claim details, key dates, injury details. This would have the B, C, and D codes, accident details, employment details, return to work details, benefit and payment details, and suspension details if benefits have been suspended. The other thing that you'll notice on the claim details page at the bottom, remember that's the section that has the various tabs with further information. So the parties tab, when you click on that, right now we're highlighted on employee. It's showing me practice parish, her address, service method chosen for her was mail. I can click on the insurer tab, and then it will upload the insurer's MSP insurer. This is the email address, service method mail. You can do the same thing for insured, employer, who've ever been assigned and given access to this campus file will be listed here as parties. It'll have their contact information. Then if you wish to contact one or all the parties, you do that by clicking this contact parties button here. The next tab that we have is claim summary. And because this is a fake claim that we've set up, we don't have that information here. But further claim information will be summarized down here for you. And then we have the benefits tab. And you can see that here it's summarized the benefits, the total amount paid on the claim, $2,400 indemnity. And see, we're on the indemnity tab. So this is showing us that this is a standard work week employee, and their weekly rate, the weekly comp rate is $600. So if you go down to the bottom breakout here, it's showing that the temporary total disability benefit that they've paid for 2 weeks here at $600. So $1,200 was paid for that time period in TTD. It's showing that a second check went out for this time period, which was an additional 2 weeks. So this 4 weeks is the cumulative of 2 plus 2 weeks. And so this is showing that $2,400 total has been paid in indemnity between this biweekly pay period and this biweekly pay period. So 4 weeks total at $600, $2,400 has been paid, covering the TTD from 3/17/2020 to 4/13/2020, again totaling $2,400 total indemnity benefits paid. And you can click on the other indemnities tab to see any other benefits that have been paid. Those will be reflected there. You can click on the documents tab, and you see here it starts off with the first report of injury, the NOPLD. That's what it was called in the old system. On this file, there's a notice of penalty assessment. And if you want to look any further into those documents, you would just click on the document ID hyperlink, and it'll populate the document for you. If you want to download these documents, you've got this yellow button here in the upper right-hand corner. Another tab is related claims and cases, and this would show us if rehab is being contested, or if there's a medical issue on the file, that would show here. And then we have reporting history tab. And you can see what that's showing us here is that by e-form, MSP trading partner submitted the 00, that's the MTC code, for the new first report of injury form. They've submitted an IP form. That's the initial payment form, so that replaces the NOPLD form in our old system. And you can see that they've also filed an SX, a full suspension. So that takes the place of the NOID form in the old system. And then you can see the last tab here is claim payments. So when you click on that, it'll just summarize the benefits again. And this is where you'd see if there's a lump sum settlement amount paid, that would show here. The other thing I want to show you on this claims details overview page is I want to remind you of the submit filing button in the upper right hand corner. And so when you click on that, if you wanted to upload documents, click on other filing, and it would take you into the next screens where you could upload the documents and so forth and submit it. You can see this is where you could submit a DSR, disability status report, discontinuance, various other filings are listed here. And then you click save and it would move you on through the screens. So all claim data submission is now being provided electronically in one of two ways. Either via electronic data interchange, so EDI, or it's provided via DLI's web portal. That includes e-forms such as eFROI, eSHROI, and other web forms. And then all claim data submissions are processed by your trading partner in one of three ways, either via direct connection via EDI, vendor connect via EDI, or a web portal via the internet browser. Other information, such as documents, must now be uploaded and transmitted via the campus system, rather than being submitted to Dolly via fax or mail or email box. Next, we want to share some helpful links to some training resources that can be accessed for your future review and reference if you so wish, including where to find today's recorded presentation, the PowerPoint slide deck, and a quick how-to reference guide for today's materials. And so we're going to be showing you where to find the external technical manual for campus, where to find quick reference guides, and again, presentation and video recordings. And so we'll start out showing you that all links can be accessed via whatever browser you choose. You just type in our website. I'm doing www.dli.mn.gov. When you click on that, you'll see it takes you to DLI's webpage, the main page. Now you'll see in the right-hand side, there's a section labeled workers' compensation, and you'd want to click on that. And then what loads is a few helpful sections here, what you need to know, claims process, report and injury, all these different things. Work Comp Campus has a link down there. What you can do, and this is like you can look up the injured workers WID number. If you want to review some FAQs that have been posted. how we can help. This is how you can contact us if you have any questions. You can click there and it'll give you the contact information. As well, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see that it has links for insurers, for attorneys, employers, healthcare providers, rehabilitation providers. And again, down here is another way to access Work Comp Campus. Same thing as up here. So we're going to click the red Work Comp Campus button on the upper right-hand side. You'll see it loads that page. So here is a hyperlink which gives information about filing forms during this Work Comp Campus transition. A message to the stakeholders, user registration instructions. Just a reminder, Campus will be going live this upcoming Monday, November 2nd. You'll be able to access it starting at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. And here's a link for some Work Comp Campus training. This is where you can register for newly scheduled training sessions and review past training presentations and recordings. And down here, you'll see what will campus mean for me. This is split out by the entity type. So if you're insured or self-insured, you may want to click on this section and review the offerings there. Trading partners, law firms, healthcare providers, voc rehab providers, employees. And then you'll see at the bottom of this page, it has an email. If you have questions through November 1st, you'd send it to dli.wcmp@state.mn.us. However, that mailbox is being turned off effective 11/2 when the campus system goes live. And so when that occurs, the new email for campus help desk questions, you'd send to helpdesk.dli@state.mn.us. And again, the help desk phone number is available weekdays, business hours 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time at this phone number here. If you're local, option 3. If you want toll free, there's the 1-800 number. Again, option 3. In addition, I want to show you that down here, you can see is a link that allows you to sign up for some workers' compensation email lists so that you receive updates in whatever email box you submit it under. So that could be a helpful link that you might want to make use of. I'm going to scroll back up towards the top. And I'm going to click on this link under the training section. This training section here, you can see that it provides a chart which says what Work Comp Campus training do I need to take. So you can see as your entity type, what type you need to take. I'm a trading partner. These are the ones that it suggests you take. If you're an insurer or a TPA, it tells you which courses it suggests that you take. So that can be a helpful tool. And in addition, it has a chart showing the training sessions that we have had and that we continue to have in October. So you can see that coming up would be how to initiate a dispute, October 28th. That's best for or intended for law firms. And this is the registration button if you think that applies to you. It looks like for law firms, they're suggesting a session on scheduling in campus, and that is set for October 29th. You need to click this register button if that's applicable to you. And then on October 29th, for all, they have Campus 101 for organizations. You click the register button there. You can see here that it has a section showing the resources from this October training session round that we've had, and it starts with the Campus 101. You can see here it breaks it out into sessions, and under each you'll see there's a link to the presentation if you want to review that recording, and or excuse me, you'd click the video button if you want to view the video recording of the presentation. When you click the presentation button here, this is going to be the PowerPoint slide deck, so you can follow along if you want to do that. In addition, some of these sessions also have quick reference guides associated with them. Here, see some right here. And here, the session on uploading documents in Campus, which was presented on October 15th, you'll see a link for the PowerPoint slide deck if you want to review the video recording, and a quick reference guide on how to upload documents is also available there. You'll also see that there's a section showing the prior round of trainings from August. So you can see there, you'd be able to review the video and presentation for Campus 101, 201 for different entities, dispute resolution for external stakeholders. There's also presentation and video on the eForm basics, which can be helpful if that's the way you file. This section here on electronic data interchange, or EDI, this also can be helpful. And you can see there's an EDI eForm document overview. And you can also see here's a 4-page document form to maintenance type, or MTC code guide. And I'm going to load that. This can be a handy thing to print out if you're so inclined. It's just 4 pages. And you'll see what it shows you. This is called the crosswalk. So this table below, it's a guide showing you what maintenance type codes, which you'll be using in the campus system going forward, what those codes are that replace the current Minnesota forms. So for example, the first report of injury, that's the current form. In the campus system, it's going to be 00. That's the MTC type code for the form. So that replaces the prior form. And here's a definition telling you when you'd use this MTC code form. You can see here some other forms that you may use a little more frequently. I'll point out, here's a current NOPLD form. And if it's a full denial, then you'd file a SHWA 04 if this situation applies under the definition. So you can see there are a lot of different forms to get acquainted with that you may use in the new system. If you change in a benefit amount or benefit type, those have their own MTC codes. And in the past, when you filed a notice of file closing, you now can file FN's the maintenance type code. Here's an NOPLD. Now it can be an IP to show the initial payment of indemnity benefits. You can see here, if you're NOPLD, if you're partially denying something, it's PD. Here's a NOID where you're partially suspending benefits. In the past, you might file a notice of benefit payment to show lump sum payment of benefits. In the new system, it'd be PY. For reinstating benefits in the past, you'd file a reinstatement of benefits form. Now you'd file an RB. You can see in the prior system, there was the ISR or interim status report that was generally filed on an annual basis. In the new system, you'll be filing essays or subannuals, and those need to be done at 6-month intervals if there are ongoing indemnity benefits occurring on a file. And if you suspend all indemnity benefits, you'd file currently where you do annoyed. In the future system, you'd file a full suspension, or that would be MTC code S6. And you can see there are some MTC codes that don't have an equivalent to our current system, like update report. And you can see the MTC definition. That's the scenarios when you'd need to submit a UR. Okay, so that 4-page document, the crosswalk between the current forms and the MTC or maintenance type code, that could be helpful to you. Okay, and then here you'll see a link to the external technical manual. That is on campus. That's detailed. It's 129 pages. That's for you to refer to. If you have questions on campus, that'd be a good place to start your search. You'll see here on this page, we also have quick reference guides, claims detail page, various other things are listed here. There's also a presentation for trading partners with the video. And here is another link to video tutorials for campus training videos to view them. If you have any questions about which courses you should be taking through 11.1, you would email this WCMP email address down here. Just a reminder, though, going forward, that the email box come 11.2 will be switched to helpdesk.dli@state.mn.us. This phone number, option 3. This dli.wcmp email box will be turned off when we go live in campus on November 2nd. The other thing that we wanted to show you was you can see here on the left-hand side, the blue ribbon, Work Comp Compact Newsletter link. Click on that. And here is a link to the quarterly publications for Work Comp professionals that's published by DLI, Work Comp Division. So you can view the past editions in the archive. You can view the current September-October 2020 edition. I want to point out that there was a special edition that came out August 2020 on COVID-19. So there's the link if you want to view that. Also want to point out that if you have not yet signed up, right here's a link to sign up to be notified by email when a new edition of Compact becomes available online. It's another place for you to subscribe if you want to keep up to date with what's going on in the work comp system in Minnesota. And the last link I want to share with you is this one for contacts, hotline resources. Again, it's email help desk. If other resources would be the alternative dispute resolution. There's their phone number, their email address, the ombudsman phone number and address, and OAH, Office of Administrative Hearings. There's a quick link to their phone number. So that can also be helpful, and that was found here. And this is on our work comp website for Dolly. So again, we got to all of these different links and resources by logging into the www.dli.mn.gov website and clicking on the Workers' Compensation tab. Okay, so we've concluded the presentation portion of today's event. As you all know, the campus system go-live date is coming up at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time next Monday, November 2nd. We're excited about the enhanced capabilities of the new campus system, and thank you all again for allowing us to share some more of these functionalities with you. Thanks for your time today.